Hello student, I am Sangeeta Mansukhani. This is the video number 57. In this video, I will be start revision of chapter number 8, redox reaction. So textual exercise questions revision. Question number first, assign oxidation number, okay, of underlying element like NaH2PO4. So here phosphorus. Okay, so phosphorus underline. So we have to find oxidation number of phosphorus. So sodium plus 1 plus hydrogen here. So hydrogen valency is plus 1 and here given hydrogen 2. So multiply 2 plus phosphorus we have to find. So X plus oxygen minus 2 valency and how many oxygen given? 4. So multiply 4. So calculate 4 to the 8 and then 1 plus 1. Okay, so we have to write 1 plus 2 minus plus x minus 8 is equal to 0. So minus 8 going to the right hand side, minus 8 and plus 3 minus 5 and then going to the right hand side, so plus 5. Okay, understood? Then question number second, NaHSO4. So oxidation number of the underlying sulfur atom. So plus 1 sodium, hydrogen plus 1, sulfur X, oxygen minus 2, multiply 4. So calculate minus 2 multiply 4 minus 8 and plus 2, 6. So X is equal to plus 6. Then third, underline of on H4P2O7. So underline on the place downside of the phosphorus. So hydrogen plus 1 valency. So plus 1 multiply 4 plus phosphorus X multiply 2. So 2X plus oxygen valency minus 2 multiply 7. So calculate plus 4 and minus 14. So 12. Okay. So 2x, here you see 14 plus 4. So 2x is equal to minus 14 plus 4 minus 10 going to the right hand side. So 10. So x is equal to plus 5. Okay. So this way of the find the oxidation number. Then fourth, oxidation number, find the Mn, K2MnO4. So find the Mn. So plus 1 potassium multiply 2 plus MnX plus oxygen minus 2 multiply 4. Okay, so calculate 2x and then minus 2 and multiply 4 minus 8. Minus 8 plus 2, 6. Going to the right hand side, minus 8 plus 2, minus 6 going to the right hand side, plus 6. Then calcium oxide, here find the oxidation number of the oxygen. So calcium plus 2 plus oxygen we have to find and 2 given. So 2x is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to 2 going to the right hand side minus 2. So x is equal to minus 1. Then NaBH4. So sodium plus 1 and boron X. And here see sodium borohydride. Always you learn this concept whenever hydrogen we pronounce. So its valency is plus 1. But hydride we have to pronounce. So its valency is minus 1. So here we put the value minus 1 because it is a hydride, sodium borohydride. So minus 1 multiply 4. Okay, so minus 4 plus 1 minus 3. Going to the right hand side, so x is equal to plus 3. Okay, minus 4 plus 1 minus 3 going to the right hand side plus 3. Okay, clear? Question number second, what are the oxidation number of the underlying elements in each of the following and how do you rationalize your result? So first is Ki3. So what are the oxidation number? So iodine underlying elements. So find the oxidation number. So here you see Ki3. So X be the oxidation number of the I. Oxidation number of the K is equal to +1. Put the value +1 + 3 into X is equal to 0. But 1 + 3x is equal to 0. So X is equal to 1/3. But it is this oxidation number cannot be fractional because oxidation number cannot be fractional. So consider the structure of the Ki. So consider the structure this way, Ki3. So this way, 2 iodine attached with covalent band and then 2 iodine attached with coordinated bond. So Ki3 molecule iodine forms coordinated covalent bond with another iodine molecule. Okay, so here you see this type of this individual iodine, so 0. This is individual 0. Okay, and this iodine except the lone pair have, so it is a -1 charge and this one +1 charge. Okay, so we put the value directly Ki, so potassium +1 and iodine +X. So X is equal to -1. Oxidation number of the I atom forming the molecule I2 is 0, while the other oxidation number of I atom which is forming coordinated bond is -1. Okay, second one underline atom sulfur H2S4O6. So H2 hydrogen +1 multiply 2 sulfur X multiply 4 plus oxygen -2 multiply 6 is equal to 0. So calculate, so 2 plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. So 4x is equal to 10. So X is equal to 2.5. But oxidation number cannot be fractional. So sulfur would be present with different oxidation state in the molecule. Here you see formula is H2S4O6. So 2 hydrogen, sulfur 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sulfur attached in line and then 4 oxygen attached double bond by 2 sulfur this way. Clear? And then 1 oxygen attached with hydrogen OH way. This sulfur, okay, and this sulfur individually only 4. So oxidation number 0, this one 0, and this sulfur total bonding we represent. Okay, so +5 oxidation number because here 2 and 2 4 and then 1 5. So +5 and this sulfur also +5 and those both sulfur have 0. Okay, so the oxidation number of 2 out of 4 sulfur atom is +5 because we have to find this way. Okay, and that of other 2 atom is sulfur is 0. Clear? So fractional oxidation number can't be possible. So structure are different and then we have to find oxidation number. Question number 3, justify that the following reaction are redox reaction. Like this first equation, CuO plus H2 plus convert into the copper plus H2O. Redox reaction, that is means which those reaction in which oxidation and redox reduction both are occurs, so that is known as redox reaction. So in which reaction we have to represent which is oxidized and which is reduced. Here you see this equation I write. First see the concept, gain of the electron, otherwise decrease the oxidation number, it is known as reduction. Loss of electron and increase oxidation number, that is known as oxidation. Okay, so on the basis of the electron, gain of the electron, reduction, and loss of the electron, oxidation. And then on the basis of the oxidation number, decrease oxidation number, reduction, and increase oxidation number, oxidation. So here you see copper valency is oxidation number +2 and here copper oxidation number 0. So +2 convert into the 0 and then here hydrogen convert into the water. So 0 convert into the +1. Then oxidation number of copper and oxygen in copper oxide is +2 and -2. Okay, so +2 to convert into the 0. So that is means increase of the oxidation number. Okay, and here 0 to +1. So oxidation number of copper decreased from +2 to 0 in copper. So that is means reduction. Okay, so copper oxide is reduced to copper, and then oxidation number of hydrogen 0 to convert into the +1. So that is hydrogen is oxidized to the water. So here decrease and here increase. So decrease oxidation number reduction and increase oxidation number oxidation. Okay, so this is the oxidation way representation, and this is the reduction representation, and this is the oxidation representation. So therefore the reaction is redox reaction. So first you write this way: the oxidation number of copper decrease from +2 in copper oxide to 0 in copper. So copper oxide is reduced to copper. And then second, the oxidation number of hydrogen increase from 0 to +1 in hydrogen, that is H2 is oxidized to water. So therefore the reaction is redox reaction. Like question number second, Fe2O3 plus 3CO convert into the 2Fe plus 3CO2. So here Fe oxidation number +3. Here carbon monoxide carbon have +2. Here Fe 0 oxidation number. Carbon dioxide, here carbon is +4. So oxidation number of the Fe and oxygen +3 and then here -2 respectively, because here Fe2O3. Okay, so oxidation number of the Fe decrease from +3 to 0. Okay, so oxidation number decrease +3 to 0, that is means reduction, and here +2 to +4 increase oxidation number, so that is means oxidation. Okay, so therefore the reaction is redox reaction. Okay, question number 4, fluorine reacts with ice and result in the change. This equation given in the question: H2O plus fluorine and then convert into the HF and plus HOF. Justify that this reaction is redox reaction. First we have to write the equation and then we have to write oxidation number. So water, fluorine, and then convert into the, so here you see disproportionation reaction, because here fluorine and then here product also. So here fluorine 0 oxidation number, here hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen +1, so fluorine is -1. HOF, so oxygen -2, so this hydrogen +1, so fluorine +1, because here you see +1 -2 plus X. Okay, so X is equal to +1. Clear? So here you see oxidation number of hydrogen and F in HF +1 and -1. Okay, and HOF +1, -2 and +1. So oxidation number fluorine increase from 0 to +1. Here you see, here oxidation number increase 0 to +1. So 0 to +1, that is means its oxidation. Okay, and here fluorine to decrease in the -1. So -1. So oxidation number of the fluorine here increase from 0 to +1. Okay, in HOF. And here you oxidation number, here you see fluorine 0 to convert into the -1, decrease. So oxidation number increase, so oxidation and oxidation number decrease, so reduction. So both occur in it. Okay, so therefore fluorine is both reduced as well as oxidized, so it is reduction. Okay, redox reaction. Clear? Okay, so first you write equation, then you write oxidation number, and here you see with oxidation number increase, if increase, so oxidation, and if decrease, so reduction. So both are occurs in this reaction. So oxidation number of the fluorine, okay, so 0, -1 and then +1. So this proportionation reaction, but here fluorine is both reduced and as well as oxidized, so it is redox reaction. Question number 5, calculate the oxidation number of chromium, sulfur and nitrogen. So here in H2SO5 sulfur and Cr2O7 2 minus chromium and then NO3 minus nitrogen. So calculate the oxidation number of chromium, sulfur and nitrogen and then give the structure for the compound. Okay, and count for the fallacy. H2SO5 first you see. So here you see oxidation number, we have to find sulfur. So let X be the oxidation number of sulfur. oxidation number of oxygen -2 and hydrogen oxidation number +1. First we have to draw a structure. So 1 sulfur, so oxygen 5, so 2 oxygen attached with double bond, and then remaining is 3 oxygen by single bond attached, and then hydrogen. This way structure. Double bond oxygen, this sulfur here you see, this double bond oxygen -2 and -2, and this oxygen also -2, and intermediate oxygen have -1 and -1. So here you see, then we have to find oxidation number. So 2 plus 1 into x plus 5 into -2 is equal to 0. So we have to find x plus is equal to +8. But the oxidation number of sulfur cannot be +8. Okay, because sulfur has 6 valence electron, that is means this is the fallacy. Okay, so therefore the oxidation number cannot be more than 6. And here comes 8. So first we have to draw structure, and here the right 3 oxygen is -2 and 2 oxygen -1 have oxidation number. Okay, so we have to write H2SO5. So hydrogen +1 into 2 plus sulfur we have to find 1 into X plus oxygen 3, here 1, 2, 3. 3 oxygen -2 oxidation number plus and 2 oxygen -1, 2 into -1, and then calculate. So X is equal to +6. So therefore the oxidation number of sulfur is +6, that is means it is correct. So first we have to write a structure, then we have to find oxidation number. Then in Cr2O72 minus, so Cr2O72 minus, so here find the oxidation number of X, chromium. So let X be the oxidation number of chromium. Oxidation number of oxygen -2. So put the value chromium 2x plus 7 into -2. Upper charge going to the right hand side -2. So 2x minus 14 is equal to -2. So x is equal to +6. But there is no fallacy about the oxidation number of chromium, because chromium have +6. Okay, so it is correct. So the structure of the Cr2O7 -2, here you see 2 chromium and 1 chromium attached to double bond oxygen and 2 single bond, other also same way. So here you see this 1, 2 and 3 -2 oxidation number -2, and then downside 2 oxygen -1 oxidation number. Okay, so there is no fallacy, but again we have to find oxidation number. So here you see -2 and -2, -6, okay, and then -1, 7. Okay, so here you see Cr2O72 minus. So total 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 oxygen complete. So 2 minus. So here see, this is -2, -2, -2. This is the represent chromium +6 oxidation number, -6. But here you see, this is -2, -2, -2, -6 complete, -2, -2, -4, -1, -5 and -6. So each chromium atom has oxidation number +6. Then NO3 minus. So we have to find the oxidation number of nitrogen. So let X be the oxidation number of nitrogen. Oxidation number of oxygen -2. So calculate 1 into X plus 3 into -2 is equal to -1. So X -6 is equal to -1. So X is equal to +5. There is no fallacy about the oxidation number of nitrogen in NO3 minus. But the structure of the NO3 minus is C, and attached 1 oxygen by double bond, 1 oxygen single bond and 1 coordinated bond. So this is the oxidation this is the structure of the NO3 minus. So nitrogen has the oxidation number of the +5. Okay, clear? Then question number 6. Write the formulas for the following compound. So first is mercury chloride. Okay, first is mercury chloride. So here you see mercury, that is means Hg. That is means Hg, and chloride, that is means Cl. Mercury valency given +2 and chloride we have to already known about. minus 1. Okay, so cross multiply, here written Hg mercury and then Cl, mercury oxidation number given +2 and Cl -1, cross multiply, so go valency going to the downside, Cl valency 1, so going to the here, and Cl, so Hg valency going to the downside of the Cl, HgCl2, so formula is HgCl2. Then nickel sulfate, so nickel is Ni and sulfate is SO4, nickel oxidation number +2 and sulfate is -2. Okay, cross multiply, so NiSO4. Then tin 4th oxide, tin is Sn, oxide O. So tin +4 oxidation number and oxygen -2. Cross multiply, so Sn2O4. So in lowest ratio, so SnO2. Thallium 1 for sulfate, thallium Tl, sulfate SO4. Thallium +1 given and sulfate -2. So this valency going to the downside, so thallium 2 and then thallium valency +1, so SO4. So Tl2SO4, formula of the thallium for sulfate. Then iron sulfate, iron is Fe, sulfate is SO4, iron third, so +3 of the Fe and then sulfate -2, cross multiply, so downside going to the valency, so Fe2SO4 whole 3. Chromium third oxide, chromium symbol is Cr, oxide symbol is O, chromium oxidation number given 3, so +3 and oxygen -2, so cross multiply Cr2O3. Okay, according to me you completely understood, but if any doubt, so please message to the principal sir. Next questions I will be explained in the next video. Thank you so much.